Good morning. Welcome to another day of Mindful Monday. What I thought I'd talk about today is what a beautiful time to be living. Now, I know what you're thinking with so much social injustice issues, fear around the pandemic, fear around everything that's going on in the world, anxiety, stress, agendas. How can this be a beautiful time? For me, this is a positive reframe because I could remember times when I would look at history books and I would see these little chapters that would cover a small amount of time in the history of the United States. I think this is one of those times that's going to be covered in those history books. And so, what a beautiful opportunity for us to be involved in that history and how we change, grow, and cultivate our society. Now, as a therapist, I can always reflect on that change, growth, healing is a painful process. I've been able to be witness to many people while they're going through that process, including myself while I'm going through that process. So, as we are experiencing these painful injustices, these anxiety provoking moments, take that breath, start to notice what do we want it to look like in the future? How would we like society to change for the better? Now, for me personally, I believe in the Star Trek generation, where we're a united humanity that goes out into the galaxy. Now, for us to get to that point, there has got to be a lot of change before we're there, right? I would often wonder, when does that Star Trek generation actually happen? And so for me, my intention is to be that period right before or right when that Star Trek generation happens. Now, for that to happen, communication, integration, all these things have to come together. We have to be able to see past the differences and be able to see how we are all human. This can be hard when we're in a defensive state of mind. So, being able to get out of that defensive state of mind through the practices that you have found to be helpful, whether it is breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, going for a run, exercising, right? Tai Chi, journaling, whatever those things are, noticing if you're doing them this week. Because usually when we're starting to get stressed out, the first things that go are self care. And if we get burnt out, we lose connectivity with others. We become reactive. And so the mantra for this week can be, instead of being reactive, I'm going to be interactive. Whatever those tools you've been using have helped you get into that interactive state, continue to do them. Whether it's setting an alarm saying this is my self-care time, or it's being able to turn everything off for at least 20 minutes and closing your eyes to let them rest. I'm going to take that piece of advice for myself because it's easy to get into this overworking flow. So notice where you're at on your scale and act accordingly. Introduce whatever self care mechanisms you need and don't feel guilty about using them. Remember, breathe deeply, live fully. Have a great week.